everyone, I'm Sarah from Everyday Starlet. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do June favorites. This is everything I have been loving for the past month of June. We're going to get started, but first, this is actually my red, white, and blue makeup look, and I believe this video should be already up, so I will link it below so you can see how I do this makeup look. I actually have a tutorial also about how I do my sort of wavy lob hairdo, and I will actually link that video below. So if you want to see my favorites that I have been loving for the month of June, then just keep watching. I'm going to start with a couple skincare favorites. I just have a few for this month because I haven't really been switching things up too much. But I wanted to give a shout out to the Body Shop and their Wild Argan Oil line. It smells amazing. I love argan oil for the hair, but I hadn't really tried it so much on the body. But I've actually been using the Radiant Oil Spray for body and hair. And I've actually just been using this not every day, but just on days when I want to do like a relaxing spa type treatment. I spray a little bit of this on my hands just to make it a little bit neater so it doesn't go all over the place. And I just kind of rub it onto sort of just my elbows and my knees, anywhere that feels really extra dry. I normally use the Body Shop Shea Butter Body Butter, so I usually just rub that on and then I put a little bit of this in the areas that are a little extra dry, and I feel like it just gives me just a little bit of extra moisture for those areas that just get kind of rough and dry. And I recently picked up the Rough Scrub, which is the part of the Argan Oil line. It smells really nice, and I haven't been using this as a full body scrub. I don't tend to like body scrubs that have an oil base to them. It's just personal preference. But I've actually been using this as a hand scrub. I only do it like, you know, once or twice a week. Just kind of rub a little bit of it on my hands, and it just kind of gives my hands that nice sort of smooth exfoliated feeling. Next we're going to get into makeup because I've got a ton of makeup favorites this month. I'm pretty sure last month it was, I think I mentioned concealers, that the Nars Radiant Concealer was my favorite and that I had just purchased the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. And I have to say, it's like a total toss-up as to which one of these I like better. I don't know which one I could pick for an absolute favorite, but I have been using the Naked Skin Concealer a little bit more, I think, just to kind of play around with it. But to be honest, I like them both, so they're kind of a tie for favorites, but I kind of just want to give you guys a little bit of an update on that. I've also been loving, here's the thing, everyone has been raving about the Maybelline Instant Rewind Concealer, and everyone's been making a huge deal about it, and I bought it in, I think I had light and I had fair, and I don't know, I was using it and I was just like, I don't get what everyone, like, I don't get what the fuss is about. Why is everyone freaking out about this concealer? It was okay, but it wasn't anything special. But then I realized it came in the shade Brightener, which is actually got this kind of like brightening iridescence to it. I tried this and I'm like, now I know what all the fuss is about. This stuff is amazing. I love it, and I don't use it necessarily in place of these two, because these two are like when I'm actually like doing my makeup like full on, full face. These are the ones I go to. However, I kind of throw in the brightening Maybelline concealer just on days when I just want something quick and it's just sort of out the door. Maybe I'm just throwing on like a light foundation. I don't know, it's quicker to apply because it's got the sponge applicator, although I do still blend it in with my beauty blender. But I don't know, I get what the fuss is about, and I do love this now, so this won me over. So if you guys have tried like the regular age rewinds and you're like, I don't get what the fuss is about, try the Brightener because this stuff is amazing. Another thing I've been loving, which is pricey, I will admit, so it might be out of some people's price range, but I had to mention it because oh my god, do I love this. This is the Hourglass Ambient Light Palette. This is basically 3 options of ambient light colors. I actually use the sort of the center shade, which is Incandescent Light, for sort of like an all over face highlighter. I haven't been using this other color over here, which I think is Radiant Light, but I've been using the Dim Light, which is a little bit darker. It's not quite bronzer color, but I've actually been using it as like a blush topper or like a bronzer topper or something like that, just to give a little bit of glow, and it is just, oh my god, every time I look at it, like, it doesn't look shimmery, it just looks like this beautiful, I don't know, glow. I love these powders. Another pricey, sorry everything is so pricey, but I did give a shout out to a drugstore concealer, so hopefully some makeup for it. This is pricey, but I heard so many people talk about this, I decided to try it out. It's the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick Compact in Pink Quartz. I actually saw this and I was like, this is going to be too pink and too bronze, and I don't know, and I just swept it on one day and was like, wow. It's just this beautiful, I mean, if you like pinkish shimmers to your skin, man, this was beautiful. Like, it took my breath away. It is a lot of money. I'll look around and see if I can find a dupe for it, but it is beautiful if you're into like the pink, bronzy, shimmery look. Another cheek product. I've been into cheeks and face stuff this month. I don't know why. I've been using this in a ton of my videos, and the funny thing is that since I started using it in my makeup tutorials, every YouTuber and beauty blogger on the planet has been talking about this. This is the Clinique Cheek Pop Blush Pop in Melon Pop. I just grabbed this randomly because I was doing, I think the first time I used this was my Lana Del Rey makeup tutorial, which I'll link below, but this is, I don't know, it's such a pretty color, and I don't usually go for like corals and peaches on the cheeks. I usually go with pinks and stuff like that, and I tried this and I absolutely love it. It's a subtle mix of color. You do have to layer it, which I like with blushes. I don't like blushes that are super pigmented. I like ones that you have to build because it gives you so much more control, and my cheeks get really red anyway, so I don't like to add all this color because then by the end of the day it's just like, wow, you've got a lot of blush on. So I love this for like just a subtle summery shade, and I feel like even if you're afraid of peaches and stuff on your cheeks, if you think you're just a pink person, I would give this one a try. Along those lines, I actually picked up, which I didn't even know what I was going to do with it, I just randomly grabbed it because it looked unique. It is the Cheek Pop Blush Pop in Nude Pop. I feel like it has a little bit of, it's not shimmer, but it's got a little bit of a sheen to it. So you wouldn't normally think it would work as a contour, but for someone who's as fair as me, I feel like even the lightest contour shades sometimes just look like wow. So for just daytime, for a natural look, I feel like this is just such a pretty contour color or bronzer substitute. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, I didn't know what I was going to do with it, and I just started playing around with it one day, and I was like, let me see if it works as a contour, and I kind of like the effect it gave. Obviously, it's more for just like a subtle daytime contour, or if you just want to use it as a bronzer. Like, and I love these formulas. They're not really powdery. They're like almost creamy, but they're powdery. I don't know, I'm loving this. Another thing that I don't know if it's been in a favorites video, I've been loving it for a while, so I just wanted to give it a shout out, is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil, and this is actually in French fries, which honestly totally bought because of the name, not gonna lie. I'm addicted to French fries in any way, shape, or form. But it's actually a bronzy pencil, and I really like using it just like under the eye. Sometimes I'll use it on the top if I'm going for like a super natural look and I don't want to go with a full-on winged liner. I just have been loving this, how versatile this is, and I love the name, not gonna lie. Two lip products I have actually been loving. This was a random, I just kind of got in like a gift set that I bought. It is the Tarte Lipsurgence Lip Cream in Vintage. I love the name, Vintage, but I just kind of throw this color on. It's just a nice kind of corally color. I'm loving these sort of like lip big jumbo pencil things, and I don't know, I throw it on sometimes when I just want just a hint of color, like just I'm running out the door, like an everyday lip color, and I've been going to it, which is so random because I bought this actually for like the other things that were in the gift set, and this ended up being my favorite thing. Go figure. Another thing that, sorry, is a little on the pricey side, but I just got my hands on them, and I thought, I tried a couple of the Nars Audacious lipsticks. Talk about quality. The lipsticks are amazing. The packaging is the sleek black, and it actually has a magnet on it. So I don't know if you can see that, but like it just like, I could play with this all day. It's a magnet. I actually tried the shade, I tried a couple different shades, but the shade that I'm in loving is Brigitte, which is hopefully named after Brigitte Bardot, one of my style icons. And I love it because it's like, it's a pinky nude, so I feel like it's a great nude option for people like me who are super pale. Some nudes I feel like make me look ghostly. They just blend in with my skin too much. This one is like just the right nude shade so that it doesn't make me look scary and washed out. So I'm loving Brigitte. If you're pale and looking for a nude and you have some extra bucks to spend, this is a super quality one, I have to admit. If you want to invest in a good nude, I'm loving this. For hair care, I have to shout this out. I actually saw this in a few other YouTube videos and I decided to give it a try. It's the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Nightcap Overnight Protector. I don't tend to like putting products in my hair overnight because, you know, they stain your pillowcase and they get everywhere and it gets messy. This is totally the antidote to that. You actually rub this in your hair. It's so absorbing that like within a couple minutes your hair feels healthier, but it doesn't feel like there's product in it. So I just like to wrap it up in a bun and I sleep with it. It doesn't get on your pillowcase, doesn't get anywhere. And honestly, the next day, you don't even feel like you need to rinse it out right away. And my hair just feels so much healthier since I've been using this. I don't use it every night, maybe once a week or so. This is just amazing, and I really want to try more living proof products because I've been hearing amazing things about them. I believe they're based here in New England, if I'm not mistaken. As far as fashion goes, I've actually been loving these earrings. They are from Bar, and they're one of those, like, I'm gonna come 360 or something, I don't know. They have like a front and then a back and stuff, and to me they're just so, they're subtle, like they're just glam enough, like so that you don't feel like in the daytime you're wearing like boom loud jewelry, but yet there's just enough sparkle and just enough something special so that you can get away with it for daytime. I don't know, I've just been loving these and wearing them like all the time. And I also want to give out a shout out to my favorite bracelet, which is my bombshell bracelet, because it's got a bomb and it's got a shell. Bombshell. I mentioned this in my Bar haul. I don't know, I've just been loving it. How can you not? It's bombshell bracelet, people. Love it. For favorite TV shows this month, I'd say the two things I've been watching mostly are House of Cards. I'm still catching up on that one. And I just watched the first episode of Astronaut Wives. If you miss Mad Men, like hair, makeup, and wardrobe, like if you miss a show from that era, check it out. Like the hair, the makeup, the clothes, like I want everything in it. So if you like vintage stuff, definitely recommend checking out that show. Again, I've only seen one episode, so jury's still out as whether it's a favorite show, but I've definitely been excited about watching it again. So those have been my favorites for June. I would love to know what you were loving, so please leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you were into, what I should be checking out, what I need to be in the know about. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel so we can be YouTube friends. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you join me next time.